What did it say?
USA.
These guys say Columbia all the way. This is at a watch party in downtown Denver, Columbia. We'll get more of them in just a little bit. We want to get to another watch party, but first, our goal is to win the first annual Adult 5v5 World Cup tournament presented by Alpha Charlie's, hosted by Colorado Storm. Eliana's pumped. She's got a special role in this tournament as well. Check out these fields, though. We've got 3 different futsal-style fields, all covered in turf. There's Colorado Storm's Chief of Sporting, Danny Bills, who also organized our team. One of his first recruits, his older brother, John Bills, followed by John's son, Noah Bills. Plays on the USL2 Storm team and is a part of the Colorado School of Mines program. So is John. The team that we picked, well, basically what I told Danny is the only way this is going to work if we're going to win this all is our very worst player has to be me, hands down. And it turns out that's actually a lot easier than you'd think. As you can see, we went with a deep roster of 11, which comprised of former professionals, MLS, USL experience, a handful of Division I talented players, some Division II, and obviously, you know, you gotta go with the Co-Ed A-League Tuesday night indoor. Yeah, that's right. Champions have won a lot of indoor leagues. How about that? All right, let's get you to our first game. It's Thunder versus the AC Ballers. And Massimo McGuire, part of the Sporting Kansas City MLS Academy team, finds Millie inside. Millie's going to end up cleaning up her own mess. 1-0 to the good guys. And you got Massimo again finding Sean Bowman. Sean Bowman, former Division I stud at the Southern University of Illinois, Edwardsville. Yeah, he's actually the regional technical director for Storm as well. In the north side, there's Millie dishing the ball off to the far side to John Bills. John is one of the smartest people I have ever met. And here's Juddy playing back to Sean Bowman again. We just absolutely took control of this game. Nice high five there, too, from you, Juddy. Juddy wore those sleeveless shirts today. Felt like if the sun's out, get the guns out. Massimo again. He and Sean just having some fun, messing with the AC Ballers. Now here's Sean's wife, Chelsea. She was a stud back in her day, too. Still is a stud. Yeah, she's got 2 kids. 2 young kids, actually. Pretty impressive that she come out and ball. Speaking of ballers, here's Millie, who had 4 kids in her day, playing it back to Juddy. The far post finish with the left foot. That's why Juddy was a former professional. Still a professional in our hearts. It's going to be Jacob Icolari. Jacob went to West Virginia. Yeah, slotting that home. He actually tore his ACL 3 different times. What a freaking stud. Yeah. Thunder's come out on top 8-2. Okay, this next game was actually a very intense battle. This is Thunder versus Up the North. And it looks like this is our old buddy Axer, who's trying to go up the north with the ball, and he got stuck down south by Juddy McKinney. Nice finish there. But Up the North also recruited heavily. This is a USL 2 player, Brendan Scomo. I think is how I say his name. Not really sure, but a nice little finish to even things up. Then late in the first half, this is kind of a fun moment. Ball popped up and right off the top of Millie's dome. That was cool. Not much time remaining, though. Millie actually is going to get our game winner there. Final score 2-1. That was an intense battle. No referees. Fortunately, Up the North's a pretty classy team. Okay, our next match was the team called ABCDEFC. And unfortunately for them, we just could dot our I's and cross our T's. And we ended up winning this one 10-0. Yeah, too many highlights to show there. That was just right off the kickoff. Took us like 20 seconds. All right, Eliana was our official scorekeeper, record keeper, bookkeeper, whatever you want to call her, yeah. And going into our final group stage game, we ended up battling Beast versus Beast, Titan versus Titan. It was Columbia versus Thunder. Yeah, 2 undefeated teams going at it. Whoever wins this is going to the finals. And Noah Bill says, hold on a second, that was the goal, you guys. Take a peek at slow motion. Let's see, did the goalie get to it? Don't really know. And because we didn't have a referee for group play, we weren't really sure if we counted that or not. But one thing is for sure, we definitely counted their goal that happened. Yeah, and they said it too. They kind of rubbed it in our faces. That one definitely crossed the line. So we're not sure if we won or not. But what we did afterwards was we discussed with the team, hey, we're playing you in the finals. You want to do another half? Or you just want to crush the next game, move on from here, and we'll just play the finals? Because we all want to get to Alpha Charlie's, you know. And so that's what we ended up agreeing to. So our rematch, Thunder versus Columbia in the finals. We start off on fire. Here's Danny Bills, the former University of New Mexico product. Transferred to Metro State in Denver. Also had a stellar career there in the RMAC. Then you got Sean Bowman dishing off. Massimo's going to find Noah Bills to the far side. Nice one-touch finish. Columbia a little bit shocked here. Well, what do you do if you're a little shocked and you're Columbia? Well, you got to get aggressive, man. This ended up turning into a little bit of a Columbia versus USA World Cup battle. Referee called for a foul here, and we thought it was a foul for us. Jacob, a little bit stunned, says, wait, what? How's that a foul on me? But it's Juddy McKinney who chest trapped the ball in transition and gave us the 3-0 lead. Let's go, Juddy. Yeah, Columbia, though, they're actually a pretty good team. This guy right here with his left foot hit a banger off the near post. Gosh darn it. And then just moments later on the kickoff, so when things started to heat up a little bit, it was already 110 degrees. Yeah, this guy just completely jumped in front of me and obstructed me. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And when we watch in slow motion, you can clearly see that after I dish the ball, if he jumps in front of my path and somehow my hands got stuck on his shirt. I don't know what kind of stickiness he had on that jersey, but something. Yeah, Colombians, they always do, certain crazy tricks. I only know this because Millie's Colombian as well, so kind of interesting, yeah. Nice finish by the other Colombian dude. So this game was pretty close until Sean Bowman said, no, let's separate. Separar is what Sean said right there. He actually doesn't speak Spanish, so I doubt he said separar. But we did separar from this team. There's Millie on the far side. He's going to receive the ball back into Noah Bills and slotted it home. Let's go. The former national champion, Mother Force, still got it. Okay, now this is where the game started to get a little bit more spicy as well. Noah Bills making friends with the Colombian in the blue shorts. More to come there in a 1v1 battle. Here's the Colombian portero, tried something cool and ended up picking the ball up, which isn't cool. You can't do that outside of the box. Worked out well for us, though. In transition, Danny's going to find Noah with a right-footed finish. Yeah, so that basically just buried the game. When the game is buried, there's one thing they got to watch out for. Getting yourself buried. Noah's going to get tangled up here before he gets buried to the ground on this throwdown. Yeah. Frustration building up for the Colombians, who were previously undefeated. But we knew going into this match with 11 subs and an outstanding goalkeeper, Eric Mascheider, who used to play for the Houston Dynamo. How sweet is that? It was going to be difficult for anybody to beat us in the finals. So there you have it, the Thunder defeating Colombia 6-2 in the finals of the first ever Alpha Charlie's Invitational, which from my understanding, there is going to be plenty more of these. There we are with our official scoreboard, chalking it up. Well, what are you going to do afterwards? Dude, it is time to go celebrate. Where are you going to celebrate? Makes sense. Alpha Charlie's Tap and Tavern. The owner of the restaurant, a really awesome lady named Brenda, saved a cool whole little area for the entire tournament for anyone that wanted to join. We also were gifted with some really awesome food and drinks, which was super special. This place was absolutely delicious. And best of all, we finally made it to our watch party where Norway was able to defeat Brazil 2-0. We love Holland, by the way. He's our favorite. We also love that guy, John Bills, who was our player, coach, dad, champion, captain, leader, dude. Yeah, give it up for John Bills. So he was excited to hoist the trophy for us. And then obviously the beautiful face of our team, that's Noah right there, the handsomest dude in the whole bar. We love old Noah. And you know what else we love? We love making these awesome soccer family videos just for you. We hope you guys have an awesome family weekend. God bless you all. See you next week.